Hey guys, Karla here at Big Number One Motorsports, and I am here to talk to you about this new awesome 2017 Yamaha R6. Now, I'm just going to go over a few of the features for you guys. I definitely want to make sure that I touch on some of the new things for 2017 that Yamaha has come out with for this bike. One of the first things I definitely want to talk about is the body of this bike. It is absolutely beautiful. Of course, as you guys know, all the Yamaha lovers out there, they have not changed anything in the last 10 years. So they've made this bike what Yamaha calls actually, their more efficient and more aerodynamic bike that they have ever had or ever made. And it's really quite beautiful. They've definitely gone a little bit more to the R1 style. Especially here in the front, you can really tell with the nose right here, you can tell they really went with more of the R1 style, which a lot of people really love. They have all new LED lighting on the front of this bike, which is absolutely beautiful. At night, it's going to look mean, it's going to look great, and you're going to love it. One of the other features here on the front of this bike, actually, which is a lot of things that, or one of the things that everyone's pretty excited about, is the standard ABS that this bike is now going to come with. You don't have to worry about getting it as an option. It's going to come on every single bike, no matter what. So that's a really nice option, especially for you guys who like to get out there on the track. It's going to be a really nice benefit for you. Another one feature up here that they did add that they actually also took from the R1 is the forks that they also designed on here. So when they put these forks in, they wanted to make the bike a little bit lighter. They wanted to make sure that you can really dig into those curves and really, make sure that you have the edge against the competition. All right, so just to kind of go into the dash a little bit, they did change the dashboards up just a little bit. A lot of people were really hoping they went with the R1 dashboard here, but I really like this one. It's still simple. You can definitely easily navigate through all of everything. Just to kind of give you a little bit of information of what you can navigate through on this bike, they did add traction control on this bike, and you will have 7 different modes. Well, 6 modes if you count, well, 7 modes if you count off, but you have 7 different modes of traction here. So getting out there on the track, you're going to have a lot of control out there. You've got D mode that they did also add to this Yamaha this year, which is different from what they had last year, if I'm not mistaken, because they had an A and B, and now they've added this D mode, which will definitely give you, as a rider, a little bit more to kind of play with when you're out there riding. Alright guys, another really great feature about this R6, I was reading about what they did to this part of the bike right here, the front end of the bike. They actually made this tank here, actually they made it out of aluminum this year instead of the steel of last year's model and the years before, of course, to make this bike a little bit lighter. I think it's about roughly around 2.5 pounds lighter on the tank on the front end, which of course is just going to make it a lot easier for you as the rider. I know one of the complaints from a lot of the R6s of the past was the seat. What they really did this year, which is really nice, is they actually raised this seat up just a hair. I think it's probably even less than an inch here, but it made a world of difference. What that does essentially is what the seat did in the past is that it would push you up against the tank here. Just by raising that just that little bit, it actually keeps you sat back into the seat, gives you a little bit more maneuverability, especially when you're out there on that track, to definitely lean into those curves and get off and into the turn like you really need to. Just to kind of touch back onto the body of the bike, onto the aerodynamics of this bike, you can see on the back end of this thing, if you're getting into those curves and you're riding this thing pretty fast, you can see that air just kind of whipping through there, and definitely seeing what that aerodynamics that Yamaha was saying, this is the best bike that they've ever made when it comes to that. So I really hope that you guys have enjoyed my presentation here. I definitely want you guys to come in, stop by and come see me, Karla with a K, and I'd love to sit you on this thing and see if one of these R6s might be the next bike for you.